Mm, I got something good. Book of the week. Ooh, close your eyes and count to 10. Lisa Unger did this. Lisa Unger, ma'am, Lisa, I'm sorry if I said it wrong. This book was, it had me on edge. Like, it was a constant energy, and I was feeling it. It kept me guessing the whole time. I thought that I knew what was going on, and I would find myself being like, oh, okay, so this person obviously has this motive, and this is going on, and that's happening. So therefore, and I'd be like, ooh, if that's how this book ends, I'm gonna be so disappointed that it was so predictable. And listen, at every point possible, I was wrong. Like, so here we go. Adele being the main character, she's a mom of two. She's a single mom because her husband was like an embezzler and he embezzled from his company and then he disappeared. So he's been gone for 5 years at this point. And they're still like going through the ruins of it because all her kids' friends hate them, and her son gets bullied at school because of it. And he basically lives his life through like this fantasy video game world because that's the only place where he's accepted and all of that. And his sister is on the opposite end where she is just like not necessarily the wild child, but the strong child. And she's good. I mean, she got her trauma, but anyway, so Adele is hurting for money. And her son says, hey, I play this video game. And this guy that I know from the video game, his little virtual friend, as his sister calls it, he knows about this company that's having this game where it's an extreme game of hide and seek. But if you win $1 million. And it's giving Mr. Beast vibes, you know. So she goes along, she's like, she decides to do the game. Like, what else is there? You know, it's just a simple game, hide and go seek. It turns out that hide and go seek is on this deserted island. It's not completely deserted, but it's basically deserted, and it's inside of this actually deserted hotel. And not only is it deserted, it's slated for demolition. So like it is very unstable. It's a dangerous place to be. So let's see, where do I go next? roadmap. Um so okay, so she goes and she applies to go onto the game and she gets it. Now, the other contestants are Wild Cody, who is one of those nature people that, like, you know, goes and plays with the tigers and stuff. And his empire fell because he was accused of killing a lion and he was canceled. Um, so he's wild and he's brave and he's strong. He's that character. And the other one is a social media influencer, and she's all go girl power, that type of influencer, who also turns out her little business is kind of going under too. So she's here trying not only to get $1 million, but to get views regardless. So both of them is trying to like rebuild. And then there's Adele, that's a single mom, and she basically just trying not to go bankrupt, right? So on the night of the game and all that stuff, there's like a hurricane, and they had so many chances to get off the island because like the island guidance counselor, who's this super old lady, she has been telling them to get away because there's going to be this storm. We don't want you here. You're going to ruin our island and all these things. So they have been getting signs that they shouldn't be here. Something bad is going to happen, but they decided to stay. So the game, between that time and the game starting, I'll admit there was a little point in the book where it got kind of confusing with the time frames within the chapters. Like they overlapped. So we're like, I expect chapter 2 to pick up where chapter 1 left off, but it's from another person's point of view, but it goes the time overlaps. It doesn't pick up where it left off. So it took me a minute to catch on to that. Now it might not take y'all a minute to catch on to that, but you know, I just process differently. I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, this is my first time having goobers. I've never had these before. It's not bad. So, because I took a Tums, and I don't like the leftover flavor in the throat. So, anyway, back to the book, right? Okay. Everybody's getting ready to play hide and seek. And then on the other spectrum, the team, the people that's hosting the game, oh my goodness, they having their own issues right now. And They turning against each other. They turning against each other, but they hiding it real good. But everything's falling apart. I don't want to give you all the details, but one of them gets murdered, and one of them gets killed, and it's crazy because I could not see it coming the way it came. This book is well written, and I mean, I enjoyed every word off the pages. So much went down with the murder, and then in between that story, there was still another story. Maverick, the main guy from the Extreme show, he's the one that does all the stunts. It turns out during the last game that they hosted, which was I think still a hide and go seek, but it was at a hotel, or anyway, it was somewhere else. Somebody went missing. And now, listen, I wouldn't even go to the game again. Like, I would never even sign up for a game that I know the last time they played it, somebody went missing and like never was found. So it's a lot going on. And then the weather got crazy, and then the game started, and things went left, and one of the other team members got kidnapped. And so now the people that's supposed to be hiding, they're not even being seeked, because the people that's supposed to be seeking them, one of them is kidnapped, one of them is dead, one of them is missing, and the other ones was scamming the other ones, and they, oh my goodness. And the whole time, on another side story, the dad shows back up. It happened in the most craziest way. Okay. The ending was wrapped up nice and tight. I loved it. She wrote the crap out this book. She tied all the loose ends. It all made sense. Although she did say something, she kind of left one loose end. She gave you like 2 reasons why it happened. And she kind of said something like, you decide which one it is. But I know which one it is, and I'm always right. But no, highly recommend. Close your eyes and count to 10. I'm about to go see what other books she got, because if any more of them are like this, I need to read them. So do you. So go check it out.